Hey guys, back again with another haul video. Good to see you all. And here we go. So I didn't do a ton of shopping in February. And also, granted, February is a shorter month. And my bigger purchases are coming up next month. Got that Dr. Aphra omnibus coming. My wallet is not happy about it, but it is what it is. So most of the shopping I did this month with comic books was in store. So I did take a day to go around town, go to Ollies, go to a toy store, go to my local comic book store, and support them. So let's check it out. Okay, so first, local comic book store purchases for my favorite comic book store in town. I went ahead and picked up, again, I'm not a floppy person, but I've been looking for a breath of fresh air from DC, and life is hard right now, so why not get little bits of serotonin by buying Future State floppies? I've heard some good things about this run, so I thought it looked really fun. This is Future State Harley Quinn issue number 1. I really dig her hairstyle change. The art looks really fun and anime-ish to me. Oops, that is just an ad. There's gotta be a better way to do this. It looks really cool, so we'll see. Next is a bit of catching up on some things I'm behind on. So that is Titans Volume 6. So I really fell off the bandwagon with Titans, even though it's one of my favorite groups, favorite series, after a certain love of my life was no longer around in DC Comics in the current continuity. For those of you who know me, have been watching for a while, you know that after my dear Roy Harper parted, spoilers I guess, I kind of fell off Titans because I really liked my original Titans crew. That's who I wanted to see, that's who I was promised with Rebirth. And then DC was like, wait, you like these guys? No, you can't have them. But anyways, I decided to put that aside. I should still make sure I'm enjoying the series. So I picked up the latest volume that was missing, and partly because I just really want to see Kyle Rayner interact with the rest of the crew. My girl Donna is still here, Kyle is there, and then we have some of the other original, the other Teen Titans. We've also got some other fan favorites maybe you've seen in Young Justice, for those of you who aren't big, young DC superhero fans. So this is if anybody's been catching up and reading stuff more lately, the DC trades have got a lot chunkier. A lot of that's just because of the different paper that they've been using, because they did switch about a year or so ago. So before it's more glossy, and now it feels rough and newspaper, more matte. I don't know proper terms for anything, obviously, but yeah, I'm just reading it for Donna and Kyle Rayner. Next, Lois Lane by Greg Rucka. I haven't read anything about this. I haven't even seen anyone's reviews. I'm assuming it's good because Rucka. It's just a pure Lois Lane book. Superman's not there helping her out. It's sort of just her investigative reporting, which I love. And I think, having Rucka at the helm of this is fantastic because, who could do that better than Rucka? And I'll read anything Rucka anyways. And I love Lois. So definitely really excited to jump into this. And again, this is chunky. I don't know how well you can tell, but this is a chunky trade. I love it. I love the feeling of really chunky trade. It's really thick, And that was the most unattractive phrase I could have used while saying that, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so I also went to Ollies. I haven't been to an Ollies in forever, and I've been avoiding it because of the COVID, right? Because Ollies can be a bit of a mess, but I got a text from a friend. They had redone their shelves, they've organized them. And so I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna go. It's in the morning, let's go now, let's check it out. And not a lot of great picks. I know a lot of people go to Ollies and they're like, oh, I found an omnibus, or I found this. That's not what I found, but I got a few things that I'm still happy about that I don't have, right? So I got Black Canary and Zatanna by Paul Dini and, oops, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce your name, but anyways, this was only for $5. I think the original price is $23. I love both of these women dearly, so having the two of them hang out, no brainer for the price, of course. Next, I picked up Silk. Actually, I haven't read any Silk. As you all know, I'm kind of like, I'm still a small Marvel collector, a bigger DC collector. But I've been interested in reading about her, so I figured for $4, why not? Next, Star Wars Lando. In my last video, which was like a ton of Star Wars, I'm like starting my Star Wars comic journey. A lot of people had good things to say about this Lando run. It's just one trade. I got for $3. Original price is like $17. I'll take it. And I like what I've seen of Lando in the movies and the shows. So even though I'm not like a super diehard Lando Calrissian fan, which is only because I'm new, I think, I'm still excited to jump into this. This is by Charles Soule, and I really, I really like Charles Soule's stuff. I really enjoyed his High Republic book. And this looks it looks fun. So I'm hoping to also maybe do this over your new reader. We'll see. And now, Omar might kill me for this one. I don't know. For $7, I got this Uncanny X-Men by Bendis, Volume 1. This nice big old deluxe looking thing. I think I've actually read a little bit of this run, maybe a little bit. I remember being a little confused, but liking the art overall. We know here that Omar is a big old Bendis hater, but for like, what was it, $9 or $7? $7 for this. Why not? Why not? I don't have a lot of like big old Marvel deluxes except for like Miss Marvel and Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, and I think like Hawkeye and some Star Wars stuff. So I gotta catch up to everybody else, right? Eventually. Okay, so besides that, I also went to the toy store. We have a really cool toy store in town randomly, out of nowhere. It has a lot of like retro toys, a lot of like wrestling figurines, old DC figures. I still haven't bought that booster, and I should. Just some like here and there. And I've been kind of checking them out to look at their pop figures. I'm not a huge pop figure collector, but there's a few that I want. And if you watched my last haul video, you know that I was looking for the other Star Wars Rebels pop figures. So they had like all of them, but a lot of them, it was a little too expensive for me, but I went ahead and splurged on the one that I really, really want, which is Hera from Star Wars Rebels. I'm so excited about it. It was like $30, and online it's gone for a lot more than that, which, blasphemy for me. I'm taking this out of the box, and the box is gonna be thrown in the trash because I don't care. I just really wanted her because the other figures don't look as nice. So finally, I have her and I have Zeb, and if I don't get the rest of them, it's fine. But hopefully, anybody ever sees this little guy right here, Chop, for like a reasonable price and not like $80 to $150. That's like the last one I really, really want. But my beautiful Twi'lek pilot, she has come home to me, finally. And for like $5, I picked up this little Chewie. Look at him. He's not a stand or anything, but for $5, look at that little guy. Wobbling. I would put him on my car, but I'm worried that like colleagues at work would know the truth about me and about this geeky collection I have. They can never know. Sponsor time! This episode is sponsored by cheapgraphicnovels.com, your online home for brand new graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off the cover price. Cheap Graphic Novels prides itself on packaging your books so they arrive safely and in excellent condition, as well as prompt and helpful service. And check out their bargain bin for even greater deals up to 90% off the cover price. Cheap Graphic Novels is currently running a special promotion for our viewers. If you're a first-time customer, let them know you were referred by us, near mint condition at checkout, and you'll receive a credit for free shipping on your next order. Cheap Graphic Novels is your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discounts, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more. Thank you, Cheap Graphic Novels. Welcome back from the commercial break. Okay, so the last couple things I have are a couple of Amazon purchases. The first one I've been waiting for a very long time. I pre-ordered it like a year ago, and because I pre-ordered a year ago, it went to my old address. So luckily, I'm getting it just in time to do Old Reader, New Reader and show this for the haul video. And that is Nubia, Real One by L.L. McKinney and Robin Smith. So really stoked about this one. I've just been so excited that Nubia is coming back into our DC Comics in a big way, and not just with this graphic novel, which looks really cool, but also in DC Future State. So I'm really hoping that finally Nubia is getting like the path, the content she deserves. I love all Amazon women, and I'm just, oh, she's here. So really excited about this, and I haven't jumped into it yet, so I can't say much about it. But you can, if you're catching this when it comes out, this video, you can join us on Old Reader, New Reader tonight. Or if you're seeing it in the future, you can go back and watch Old Reader, New Reader while I talk about this book with some friends. But it's a young adult graphic novel by DC about Nubia, and we'll see. I'm not entirely sure what her origin is going to be in this. But I'm just really happy to see her. Like, the art looks so fun. It just, it reminds me of so many first, second books that I love. And I love seeing that kind of style and that kind of storytelling brought to DC, which I love so much. So getting to combine two of my favorite things, makes me really happy. And again, don't sleep on young adult graphic novels, please. You're going to miss out on some really great stories, DC in particular. There have been some duds with DC young adult graphic novels, but there's also been some incredible wins, like Harley Quinn Breaking Glass, which is fantastic, or Superman Smashes the Klan. Like, please don't sleep on these DC young adult or kids graphic novels. And finally, I picked up Junji Ito's Remina. For me, anything Ito is a insta-buy. So far, I've been 95% very satisfied with Junji Ito. It used to be 100% for me until I read No Longer Human, and I was like, no, this is not for me. But everything else, oh my gosh, I love horror. I love Japanese horror in particular. And Junji Ito is just so wonderful and eerie, and he does it with like body gore, but without it being overly sexualized in most cases, unlike a lot of other Japanese horror. And it's just refreshing. I like both, but I love Ito. He's so eerie. You could say he's Lovecraftian in a way because it's just not typical horror. And it's just beautiful. I'm trying to think, I want to show you some stuff, but I don't want to scare anybody. But it's all this type of art. It's just eerie, and usually the situations people get into are just very interesting. I haven't read this before. I think this is an earlier work of his that's been re-released. But I know it has something to do with the eye in here. So yeah, that was my haul. I know it's a little bit smaller. But thank you all for watching. Let me know what you bought this month. Might inspire me to buy that same thing next month. Or if there's anything that I bought today or I showed you all that you've read and you think it's really good, or if you have any good recommendations from that, let me know in the comments below. My shelves are not full yet, so I can definitely buy more things. And I hope you like this video. I hope you comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't. If you're finding us for the first time, that's awesome. Welcome. I hope you like comic book stuff. And don't forget to catch me typically on Tuesday nights live with Old Reader, New Reader, where we read a book and review it. And we have a Redbubble, we've got a Patreon through which you can vote for reading orders from Omar or vote for the Old Reader, New Reader book for the month, and a lot of other things. So I hope you guys are staying safe. Oh, I forgot the most important haul for this month. I got the first COVID shot, my first COVID vaccine shot. So really, that should have been #1 for the haul. But I hope that everybody else, is able to get vaccinated soon. I hope you all stay safe so we can go back to cons and see each other. And yeah, so thank you all. Stay safe. Hope you're doing well. Bye.